I used to work as a project manager at a tech company. I worked the night shift because our client's HQ was in California. I drove to work every day. It was 11:30 p.m. on a Friday night when I was on my way to work. Suddenly, I noticed that it became really cold inside the car. I was near my workplace at that time. I tried to ignore it, knowing that my third eye is open. The area outside was well lit and there were still plenty of people around, but I felt an intense heaviness on the back of my neck. For me, that's the sign that I wasn't alone anymore. I didn't want to look at the passenger seat, and I especially didn't want to look in the rearview mirror. But I could see through my peripheral vision that there was a head between the driver's and passenger's seat. It was a young boy, probably around 8 to 10 years old. He was leaning there with his hands holding onto both seats. Still, I didn't look directly at him. Even though seeing these things is normal for me, it still scares me every single time. I noticed my heart was racing, and so was my car. There's a speed limit, and I knew I was way over it. It was late on a Friday night, and there could be a lot of drunk drivers on their way home. I closed my eyes for a moment. "Do you need to go somewhere?" I asked him. He didn't answer or move. "It's okay if you ride along, but can you just stay like that? You're scaring me. I don't want to get into an accident, please. My mum would be sad." Still no response. The drive was quite long, and I managed to calm myself down a bit. I still didn't look directly at him, but I could still see him in my peripheral vision. After a while, his head turned slightly. I wasn't sure, but it seemed like he smiled. After I passed the flyover heading towards Luzon, I noticed that I was alone again. It wasn't cold anymore, and the heaviness in my neck was gone. When I got to the office, I told my friend what had happened. That's when I realized that he might have just hitched a ride home, because near the spot where he disappeared, there's a well-known memorial chapel.